Hi guys, welcome back to the Guild Chat. This is episode 11, and with the chat with me today, we've got one member of the Pazaak Collective and two guys that kind of are, but aren't. How you guys all doing?
For clarification, we are the same cast.
Yeah,
exactly
cast
the same people.
So stuff's going on.
Had to make it weird in the intro.
Yeah, well, it kind of is, but there we go. That's us. So Uni's going all mercenary and helping out his alt guild, and Davvo's kind of on a break. So we're good. I don't know.
Insert Friends reference here.
I don't know what you're on about.
Disgusting.
I do know what he's on about. I wouldn't have ever said that as a joke, especially not on a recorded podcast that's going to go live on the internet, but it's brave.
Okay. Okay, so stuff's going on. May the 4th's coming up. We'll just gloss over a couple of things. We're getting 7 days of free Cantina energy. It's 700 energy. It's almost like 600 crystals worth of energy, which is great. I'll take free stuff because they don't usually give it out. We've got a new road ahead that has just been mentioned, and everybody's just had a mini stress because we literally found this out before I clicked record. And then lots of other stuff's going on. We've got the new Galactic arena changes. Yeah, there's just lots of stuff, and I don't know if it's all good. I don't know if it's all bad. Where do you guys want to start?
All of it.
I mean, can we start with the new road ahead with the latest Galactic Legend news?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a road ahead.
Well, I didn't.
It was
It's
posted 2 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's literally just what we are going to be the first cast to talk about this. Well, probably. So
I mean, yeah.
I'm going to go on. Right, I've got the road ahead up. So let's have a look.
Go down to the Galactic Legend section.
No, we're going to go through it from the start to finish.
Ahsoka.
So first of all, some text no one cares about. Then something about the Bad Batch. It just sort of, which we already know about. The next marquee will probably be up soon. Blah 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 blah. We've got a picture of the new Ahsoka. Is it actually a new Ahsoka, or is it just new artwork?
Yeah,
it's new Ahsoka.
It's Commander Ahsoka.
Oh, wait, what's
like?
Have you not seen Clone Wars?
No.
It's season 7 based Ahsoka.
So this is before she becomes
Ahsoka.
Fulcrum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, my dream of a new Ahsoka coming to the game has come true.
Except for it also says here you will be able to unlock Commander Ahsoka at 7 stars after 3 hard conquests if you are earning the maximum reward quote, which I am.
I mean, yeah, but
so you know what? I've noticed a few things recently. Obviously, this coincided with the changes to GAC, which we'll get onto. But they're really wanting players to push their GP up and not just sit there at really low GPs because they have a really weird, skewed way of playing Grand Arena. People have this strange thing where they just they want to basically go into Grand Arena because it's their favorite game mode and automatically win. And I don't understand why. Why would you want to play a game where you're guaranteed to win and there's no skill or anything? I don't know. I just don't get it though. But why is that like people's favorite game mode? But they want to go, oh, I'm sitting in like Division 9 with my Galactic Legend or something, and it's like, great,
it's
well done.
Division 10.
Okay, well that's fair enough. But
getting wins make brain feel good.
Yeah, but it just seems pointless. Like,
Same
why do
reason people hack in FPSs?
Yeah, but the people that
obviously it's not as bad as hacking in an FPS.
I don't know. It's kind of the same thing. You're still pissing on everyone else's parade. Okay. Anyway, we're getting what does it say about Ahsoka? She is designed to be stronger than a marquee character, but not quite at the scale of an epic confrontation unit. So she'll be probably about as hard as a regular legend.
That seems fair.
So yeah, somewhere between like Palpatine, CLS, because they're kind of like legendary level. Don't know if they. I don't think they'd probably make her quite as bent as someone like Darth Revan, because she's obviously not going to have like mass fear. But we'll see. The artwork that they've posted for the in-game shot of her looks pretty good. Let's see if they put anything down here. And then obviously we've got the Conquest bits for it. So the 4th Conquest event will mark some refinements to the Conquest unit stuff. When they release a new Conquest, they will be doing some other stuff. We will be following with previous Conquest exclusive units. The older unit will remain in the end of event rewards, but some other... Right, okay, this is confusing. Is it like they're going to put a character in Conquest that you unlock through that, but is it always going to be a new character?
Well, I guess Conquest is going to be an alternative to releasing as a marquee, so new units.
Yeah.
And then the previous new unit.
Okay, so the first one is Razor.
Show up at a lower.
The first one is Razor Crest, and then are they going to replace the Razor Crest with Ahsoka Tano?
Not necessarily replace, but they're going to lower the number of shards you get for the Razor Crest.
Okay.
In the end of.
Because obviously it says if you do 3 hard conquests, you're going to have. So you're getting 100. You could get 110 character shards for 1 hard conquest.
Seems that way.
Okay. So what I would say then is, yes, like pushing your GP up to make sure you can play hard conquest is really worth doing, because it's only 4 million. Most people were just sitting at like 3.5 because they didn't want to jump into Division 2 anyway. Like just do it. Easy. Just buy some ships. Okay, so that I suppose that's good. Good way of adding more stuff. And then the last step for these units occurs approximately a year after their release. The unit will be widely available and moved somewhere more accessible. So if you're not getting it from Conquest, you basically have to wait a year.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But then it says here, you still have plenty of time to finish unlocking Razor Crest, but the focus on different units will shift as new conquests are used. So that makes me think that they might remove Razor Crest.
After a year.
Or it'll be Razor. Yeah. I mean, you can't keep it in there forever.
Yeah. I guess the other thought is, like, are you going to have the chance to get a maxed out Razor Crest before they remove it?
It's a year until they remove it, so I'd say probably yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that's all pretty cool that they're doing that. More stuff is good. Conquest Catch-Up. It's also a good time to catch up on the structure of Conquest. At high level, Conquest had a very good launch. It's had bugs. Yeah. Tell us stuff. I like how they just put like massive blocks of text up, and it's just somebody talking, and it doesn't actually tell you anything.
They are removing deployable cooling systems.
Oh, they said they're removing that. Are they? Also, we're planning on changing the sector bosses and swapping out some of the data disks. Deployable cooling systems, Dread and Quickening will be replaced with Entrenched, Convoys, Agility, and Future Vision. So they're going to be replaced by these abilities with cool names, but we're not going to tell you what they do.
Be gone deployable cooling systems.
I mean, deployable cooling systems is bent. It is pretty bent. I mean, I've got 2 of the blue ones already, so I've got a 30%. I've got 2 lots of 15% chance to reduce my cooldowns. I've got two.
Imagine having cooldowns.
Yeah, I don't have cooldowns. I can pretty much just spam the mass stun with Jedi Knight Luke. It's like nobody does anything; they just stand there, and I do whatever I want.
It's just way too unexploitable.
Oh, it is. It'll be interesting to see what they replace them with, and whether that makes the game significantly harder, or it just is another thing that can be abused. We'll see.
Probably be harder. They wouldn't replace something broken with even more broken. Then there'd be no point in replacing the broken in the first place.
Then they've said they're going to make Conquest once per month, which I thought that's what it was going to be anyway, because it's like a 2-week event. So let's see what they're on about there. And then they're looking at more stuff. I'm actually kind of like disappointed that they haven't said we're going to add more teams and things, because it feels like you just play against the same teams all the time, and certain teams have like fixed abilities, some of which, like the Galactic Republic one, are just like really disappointing to play into, and you just want to avoid them.
Galactic Republic.
The what? Yeah, it's like the you attack them and you take the damage.
We all know how Davvo feels. He loves it.
Yeah, I suppose he does. Okay, so the next Galactic Legend. So it's Jedi Master Kenobi, which is extremely interesting because we all knew they were going to do Jedi Master Kenobi. But what throws me about this is the fact that they originally said they weren't going to have multiple Galactic Legends of the same type. So now we'll have 2 Jedi Galactic Legends.
He will
He won't
not
be a
be
Jedi.
labeled
He'll be
a
a Galactic
Jedi.
Republic.
Yeah, but he will be a Jedi. His name is Jedi Master Kenobi.
So is Rey is lore-wise a Jedi?
No, she's not.
She is
She
all
stole
the
some
Jedi.
books.
According to Disney, she is. We won't get into that conversation because I don't think anyone
Yeah.
here agrees.
Okay,
with
right,
Disney's.
fine. But it's also
Even recognise Disney.
whatever. Anyway, it says Jedi Master Kenobi, so he has to be a Jedi.
No.
His name is Jedi Master Kenobi. They've not just called him Master Kenobi. They've called him Jedi Master
get
Kenobi.
your
Why you like
reasoning, but we
Why you
disagree
like this unit?
with...
You think he'll just be Galactic Republic then?
Yes. I entirely understand why he should be a Jedi, and I agree. Because, Jedi Master Kenobi, yes, that does sound like a Jedi. But that would mean, like, breaking their number one rule they set out for their Galactic Legends.
Yeah.
Which could still happen.
Yeah, I can't see why they would release Jedi Master Kenobi and he not be a Jedi. That would just be so weird. I mean, but then they did Jedi
What could
Knight Luke
happen
and he's not a
anyway?
rebel.
He will... Basically, they describe Galactic Legends as the pinnacle of their faction.
Do you guys?
So why would they make 2 Jedi?
So they've already put up some requirements, right? And I don't feel
Okay,
too
let's
bad
see
about
further.
this because I just started gearing her. So anyway, General
We
Kenobi,
really are.
General Kenobi, Relic 8. That is the first requirement.
Oh,
Negotiator,
okay.
6-star. Mace Windu and Ayla, both Relic 3, and Bo-Katan, Relic 5.
they've lost me at having a Relic 8 requirement.
Well, because the hard Conquest crate drops you 10 of the Scooby-Doo biscuits that you need. Or whatever they're called, I don't know what they're called. Everybody wants them, but the biscuits, whatever they are. I'm going to go and have a look now, so that I can.
Would you do hard conquest for 2 Scooby snacks?
No, you do it for 10.
Raid just does not get references.
No,
makes me
here
sad.
they
You
are.
have a childhood.
Aero magnifiers. You get 10.
Oh,
You get 10 of those for doing the hard crate. And I was originally because I've got
Could you do hard conquest for me?
no because you don't have enough GP.
Oh,
Well, whose fault is that?
I'm putting GP in.
Yeah.
Uni was complaining. He was saying it was overtaking him and he was upset.
I have overtaken Unicornlord.
I don't like the fact that it's the first time you've ever taken me because you aren't the one playing.
It's because I upgrade stuff that Davvo doesn't upgrade. I
Are we
upgraded.
allowed to
Davvo has
put this
sense.
on in public? Because
Yeah, just don't share
might be
share
against
anything.
terms of
I'm looking after your account for you. I'm babysitting.
service.
2 people aren't accessing it at the same time.
No, I'm just babysitting for it. You're still playing it. I'm just helping you out a little bit. So yeah. Anyway. So Relic 3 Mace, Andy. Relic 3 Mace.
I told you it'd be coming up,
Relic
bro.
We are going to have to relic the entire Jedi Council.
Oh come on! Please no.
Yeah, that's
Please
Pretty much a
no.
given. I thought they were supposed to be releasing these in pairs. I thought.
Well, they
That's
might.
Yeah,
something
they-
it mentions.
Yeah, they go over that.
Okay, so do you guys think the Bad Batch will be required?
Yes.
At least one of them.
Maybe,
Or
yeah.
they will be required for a legendary that will be required for General.
Because
Jedi Master Kenobi.
As a big fan of Jedi Master Kenobi from the films, I'm kind of like, oh, damn it! Now I have to do Bo-Katan.
I swear they promised us that Relic would never be a requirement as well.
They probably did.
I don't think they did.
I swear I remember seeing that on a previous post.
Or maybe they said it won't be a requirement for a while.
That sounds like something CG would say.
Yeah. Okay. So
get your hopes up.
So Jedi Master Kenobi. I was originally, now that I've done Jedi Master Luke, going to go for Rey, but now I'm like, you might have to wait because the Jedi Master Kenobi over here. So, yeah.
See, this is going to completely throw off my pledge to not go for anything new, because I said the only thing I'd go
Mace
for
Windu
new
isn't new.
Would be Fallen Anakin, and he's obviously going to be.
He's got to be the other one they do.
Got to be the other one,
because
I think so.
It just makes sense for them to do it. I mean, to be fair,
for God's sake, I've just
to be fair, guys, right?
Myself up for the rest of the year not to touch anything new.
Okay, yeah, but
now they're going to come along and slap Fallen Anakin.
But now they've announced this. All you have to do is hoard. Just hoard everything. Don't upgrade anything.
Hoard for me.
I'm already doing that for you.
But what's his faction going to be?
What, Fallen Anakin?
Yeah.
He will also be Galactic Republic, and he will also be Sith or Empire.
No, he won't be Empire. The Empire won't be established yet.
Yeah, but the Empire is basically established like the day he goes evil, because it's the day that Palpatine takes over and goes, New Galactic Empire. He even does that announcement in the Senate, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I take it his appearance has got to be Mustafar, right?
I don't know. The one with
before the limbs go flying.
Well, you say that, but he could have a really cool boss mechanic where the more damage you do to him, the more his arms fall off.
I thought you were going somewhere completely different. You know how NPC Vader always has this juggernaut ability that we never see anywhere else? Like, the less health he has, the more armor he has.
Right, okay.
I want to see that on a character. Like, Malak has something similar, but Juggernaut is like on a % by % basis.
But I mean, like, so if you guys had to choose between Fallen Anakin or Jedi Master Kenobi, requirements aside, who would you go for?
Kenobi.
I'd probably go Kenobi as well, but that's mostly because
sorry.
If you had to choose between Master Kenobi or Fallen Anakin, there was I don't know, the requirements were the same, but you got to go for one. Which one would you go for?
Anakin.
Is that just because it's like bad guys?
Maybe.
100%.
I mean, I would probably be like, I want them both, but I'll do one at a time. I mean, hopefully, some of the characters that are required will be characters we already own. Like, I mean, I could see that Padme would be under Jedi Master Kenobi's requirements, probably.
She'd be definitely under Fallen Anakin.
I don't see why like Master Kenobi wouldn't have things like regular Ahsoka or whatever. You know, there's.
I mean, and new Ahsoka, that would be quite.
Yeah, I reckon she'll be under there as well, probably for one of them.
Probably Anakin, because Anakin had more of attachment.
You never know, though. Some of these characters might be required for both. But it would be cool to have both those characters anyway. So yeah, now I am on official Horde mode, except for gearing up Ayla Secura because she's on Master Kenobi's list. I'm happy to keep doing that. And I'll just look at Bo-Katan disappointingly. Right, so May the 4th celebration, double drops, it says. What? Double drops. We've already got double drops. We have some exciting plans for May the 4th besides the Bad Batch announcement, blah, 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 blah. We are rewarding double drops on light side battles, dark side battles, mod battles, cantina battles, fleet battles on May the 4th and 5th. So that means you get quad drops.
Oh, I loved the last quad drops.
It's very fun. I might have to start holding crystals.
Yeah, I would hoard all your crystals. You want to be able to buy every refresh on those 2 days, or at least the cheap refreshers. I don't know if it's worth buying the second level refreshers, but it's definitely worth buying all the cheap ones.
Yeah, I could probably get the last bounty hunter ship for Millennium Falcon up to 5-star in that 2 days.
And obviously
Just
because it's quad drops as well, make sure you max out your cantina energy the day before. Save it all up as much as you can. There will also be
all those free cantina drops.
Yeah, I wouldn't save them up for the whole week. I don't think that's worth it. You lose out on too much. But it's just saving up the day before.
Like someone did before.
Yes.
And then hit the maximum.
Hi.
And then couldn't get any more. There will also be special packs and bundles, and it wouldn't be a celebration without 3 Clone Wars Chewie shards and an inbox full of goodies, an awesome Bad Batch portrait, and the title Bad Batch. Great. The portrait looks alright, although because it's got 4 characters in it, I think when you shrink that down in game, it will be like 4 pinheads. Be a bit small. And then they've listed all the stuff we get. Credits, a little bit of signal data. You get 5 General Kenobi shards, 5 General Grievous shards, 5 Negotiators, 5 Darth Trayers, 5 Razor Crest, 5 Zetas, and 3 Clone Wars Chewies. So this Clone Wars Chewie thing, is this like something they did once and then it's just become their own personal joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just become like a meme, really.
Yeah, they got clowned on the first time it happens, and they've just kind of played into it since.
Yeah.
I think it was compensation for a bug originally.
Yeah.
It is the shittest compensation.
Clone Wars Chewie shards as compensation, and got absolutely clowned on.
Yeah. They're giving 3 Zimbiddles. Not too bad.
It's quite nice.
Yeah, I will take all this free stuff. Thank you very much. Upcoming title updates. This is the next. I think this is the last section. This is quite a good road ahead. Actually, it feels like they've actually given us stuff. Whereas some of the previous road aheads, they've just gone, "Yeah, we're doing stuff, no information."
Yeah, that sounds like them.
Yeah, I think they're just saying they're doing behind the scenes kind of stuff. So they mentioned the updates to the guild search. Our next update is targeted at early game experience. Although to be fair, if they want to upgrade the early game experience, they should just give new players more starting characters, or give them more shards with those characters. I mean, like you get like, I don't know, about 7 or 8 characters, but it's like they're all really low stars.
6. 3 dark, 3 light.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't just give you those characters at 7 stars straight away and just go meh. I mean, it's only like Royal Guard and Ewok Scout and that. It's not like anything super badass.
Luke is used for CLS.
Yeah.
But that's it, really.
It does say players at every level will notice the changes, which means anything they give to the new players, they give to the old players. We want to address the early game experience with updating characters and we'll start with updating which characters all players receive as part of the early onboarding. Ooh, so they're changing those characters. While the initial characters in the game made sense when they were 5 years ago, we're excited to change these up to characters that are immediately recognizable for anyone with basic knowledge of Star Wars, as well as setting up new players for better success in the early game. There will be a list of these changes in the future update notes. Keep an eye out for that. So my first thought is they're going to give you the Mandalorian cast. That's my first thought.
I don't know. I think they'll go for someone more universally recognizable.
Okay, right. Well, hit me out, right? So, giving you the Mando cast gives you 3 light side characters. Isn't it? Is this 3? Are they all light, or are they? Is one of them dark?
They are all light.
Oh, they're all light. No, it's the bounty. It's because 2 of them are bounty hunters, and I keep thinking they're dark.
2 light side bounty hunters.
Yeah, it kind of makes me feel that they would give you. I mean, they might not give you all the cast, but I could definitely see them putting Mando in there, bounty hunter Mando.
Yep.
But I mean,
I do think the Bounty Hunter Mando will make an appearance there.
Yeah.
Because that is quintessentially recognizable now.
Yeah,
It was the
Like,
biggest
definitely.
ship in the
everyone-
world when it first came out.
Yeah, everyone knows the Mandalorian helmet now.
I don't know, other things as well, like even like a character like Darth Vader would be quite an interesting start for players. I mean, he is a legendary character. Without an event, you have to be going out of your way to get his shards, like buying them from the ship store or whatever. But I could quite easily see them going, you know what, let's just give everyone Darth Vader to start with, even if he's only like 2-star.
Who would they put into the achievements boxes then?
What do you mean?
Well, Darth Vader is the character you get from completing achievements.
Oh yeah, I suppose he is. But they'd just leave it there. Don't need to change it. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see who they think is
He pretty
really
much
iconic.
is a starter character.
He
You
is.
do get him pretty early for achievements.
Yeah, I think you kind of like you can unlock him pretty early, but he's kind of not really that usable.
He's quite hard to star up because I've played on my alt.
Yeah, I remember just
You have to buy him from ships.
yeah, I remember sitting like saving all my fleet currency and just buying him out the fleet store. And even now in the fleet store, he's still only 5 shards a buy, whereas everything else has been doubled. He's not been. So I don't know. Maybe him, maybe not. I would also like to see them address the starting ships they give to players because, goddamn, they are wank. They give you like nothing. You know, they give
They
you,
give you Resistance X-Wing.
but they also give you 50p to spend upgrading them all. They literally don't give you enough credits for ships early on.
No, I still have like 5 ships that I need to promote to 7-star, but I can't because I don't have the credits.
Yeah, see, it's quite easy not to have them. They're hard to get ship credits. You get less than half as regulars. I'd like them to see them give you better access to ships, and I'd also like them to give you ships that maybe affect characters that you were given as well. So, like, if you were given Biggs as a starter character, they should give you Biggs X-Wing.
Yeah.
Because then at least you know that the player may have put some effort into that character and he will at least get a reasonable ship. Rather than, like you say, going, oh, here you go, have Resistance X-Wing. By the way, you've never bought that character.
I think it does give you the characters for it.
It probably does, but you've not going to have geared that character.
1-star unlock.
Like, it gives you Jedi Consul as Starfighter, and I suppose he's a starter character. But I would like to see the ships updated to sort of like come into line with that. I do feel that the ships section of this game is it doesn't get enough attention. It was really good when they added all those extra pilotless ships, but for new players starting in fleet is such a ball ache. There is just so much work. And because then none of it's accelerated, it's now like more than twice the work of doing the characters.
I've got like 300 shards for my Django on my alt, and still 4-star Houndstooth or 5-star. Very slow.
Yep. Okay, well, that's the road ahead. Anything else you guys want to say about it?
Woo,
Good
new
luck.
Ahsoka.
I can
I
agree
feel
with
like that gets slightly overshadowed by Galactic Legend Kenobi.
I
'cause
kind
it
of
makes
feel
me so happy.
I kind of feel they didn't need to say that Kenobi was coming, bearing in the mind that they'd said Ahsoka. You know, it feels like you're getting a lot. You know, it's like they're giving you a lot of good stuff here. It feels like, hang on a minute, what's the catch here? How many souls do I have to sacrifice to get Master Kenobi?
I mean, the catch is Jedi Master Kenobi requires a Relic 8.
That's fine, because I can get that.
General Kenobi.
I can get that. That's not a problem. Because after this conquest,
Which
I'll have
means-
enough Scooby Snacks to upgrade a character to Relic 8. So it means I'll probably do General Kenobi. Because the choice for me was either...
Everyone's already doing General Kenobi first anyway for fleet.
Yeah, well, that was my choice. It was either do him and make my fleet harder, or put it on Jedi Master Luke, because obviously it's Galactic Legend.
Mm.
So I think with this, I think I just put it on GK.
Yep.
And then you've got that out of the way. I'm just going to probably have to save up a crap load of them Zimbiddle things because they're quite expensive. But yeah, hoarding, it's a thing. Although I did realise though, once I've done the Sakura, I'll have enough Jedi to field 2 full teams once I finish getting them all to Relic. For the light side territory battle that doesn't take from the Padme Jedi. I'll have like all the good Jedi. So that's a lot of Jedi. What else do we want to talk about? There is the Grand Arena thing, which they didn't mention in this road ahead, but is also kind of like a big deal. Did they? That shows how much attention I'm paying.
I'm not in the road ahead, but like they've already.
We haven't got any new information about it.
Okay, yeah. So the Grand Arena changes is that they were restructuring the divisions based on GP, and now there's 2 trains of thought of whether this is good or bad. So one group of players have read this announcement and they've basically gone, I'm being pulled up to a older division and that means I need less squads to play and I'm not happy about that. And other players have read it and gone, they're just adding more divisions, they've just done it in a weird way and it's not going to change anything.
Well, they needed to split up Division 1, and
they did.
This was a good way of doing it.
No, I think they've done it wrong. I think what they should have done is they should have reversed the numbers on the divisions, and where Division 1 is where you're like, that's the lowest division. Yeah, and they just keep adding more numbers as they need more divisions. Because that would have been way easier than doing this and then having to do this again next time. You know, you've already got more than 10 divisions. What does it matter?
How many divisions have we got now?
There's 11 divisions.
Oh, it's still just 11.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it's also weird though because I don't see why that they don't make it so that you just have to have 1 million GP to be able to play GAC.
Because then you'd get lower accounts that want to play GAC that can't.
Yeah, but they could just give out more free shit. Because when you look at the division breakdown of squads and things, you need the same amount of teams to play divisions 8, 9, and 10, and 11. It's 3 squads.
And how high does that go in GP?
That is up to well, before the change, 1.3 million gets you to Division 7, which is 4 teams. I mean, it kind of feels like to me that basically, like, if you didn't bother doing ships, you can stay in the high divisions, but then you don't have any ships, so you get screwed over in other areas of the game, or you're not helping your guild out enough. But ships add a lot of GP. And it's like, if they just gave people more free stuff, like more starter characters or whatever, then they could quite easily push people up. I mean, people are getting more characters now anyway, because the Bronziums drop twice as many characters.
Yeah.
So the changes anyway is that they've changed. They have changed Division 10 to 1 million, but if you've got less than 1 million, you can still play anyway. You're just in Division 11. But the number of squads you needed for those divisions hasn't changed, and this is what's thrown people, because if you just take the new division brackets and you apply it over the current system, people get massively screwed. I mean, so like Davvo, you're in Division 3, your account's in Division 3, you've got like 3.4 million or something, right? Which means you need to set 6. Currently, you set 6 teams, right? With the change, you get pushed back to Division 7, and you need to set 4 teams.
Yes.
So it's like, some people are looking at this and saying that's what's going to happen. You're going to get pushed back to this higher division, and now you've got less game to play because they've taken away.
I don't think that's how it's going to work.
I don't think that's how it's going to work either, but this seems to be what people are saying.
It's not how it works. I've been told I need to place down exactly the same amount of teams in that division.
Yes, but there are videos on YouTube telling people that otherwise.
Well, maybe they need to watch us instead.
Or just listen.
Yeah. We are the supreme Star Wars galaxy of heroes content makers.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the Pazaak Collective just makes the best content.
Yeah. Definitely not getting messaged about our Kiadi Mundi commentary.
Andy, you wanted to say something about Cam, didn't you?
Yeah, I think like people just don't listen. So, like I never flat out said that Cam's trash. Like that's not true. Like he's not like Cup and Tusken Raider trash, because that's trash. Like what I was saying is he's trash in comparison to like what it takes to achieve him. Doesn't match up. So when people going, he's not trash, like you shouldn't say he's trash. I'm like, well, you can't work like forever to get to something, to have something that's only at the level that he is at. So that was my point. I just wanted to make that clear, because I think a lot of people kind of just like said that, oh, he just says he's trash, like he's not. And I'm like, well, clearly not like awful, like not like that would be dumb to say, but like just in comparison to what it takes to get him, awful.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I did recently face Kiadi Mundi in a Jedi Master Luke team, Relic Kiadi Mundi actually, and he absolutely wiped the floor with me, and I used Sith Eternal. So,
what Relic level is your Sith Eternal?
6.
How did this happen?
I don't know. It's just Kiadi Mundi just obliterated things.
Okay,
Can't explain it.
Maybe he is good when you get him to high relic.
We have to issue a public apology.
No, we don't have to issue a public apology for anything, because I was not banging on about how bad he was. I was saying, hey, I want this guy because I want him. And Andy was the one who needs to apologise if he's wrong, because it was him.
But at the end of the day, Uni lost to Gear 9 Rogue One team, so like
this is true.
I'm saying
not with Sith Eternal though.
I
wouldn't surprise me.
Don't challenge him.
I'll find a way.
So I still stand by what I said. I'm not, obviously he's not trash. Like I'm not saying he's trash. I'm just saying he should be a hell of a lot better.
You don't think he's viable enough? I think you
compared to what?
No, well, what's really good, because obviously you can just use him anywhere. But then when you look at all 4 of the territory battle characters, it's like Rolo is rubbish. She's useless. She's not a good character at all. And then you've got the IPD is actually a pretty decent Empire character, but he's really hard to get because guilds switch over to the Geonosis territory battle so early that you just don't get enough time to get him.
So in reality, what is the outlier?
Yeah, that's the problem. Is what is way better. He's overpowered compared to the others, not the others are underpowered compared to him.
And you only need Geos.
Yeah,
which is a team everyone should get anyway.
Well, the other thing as well is that
Gear 12
those
or lower.
Those Geos like play a lot of missions in that territory battle as well. It's not like the other territory battles where you're like, Imperial troopers you only need for like 2 missions. You know, they're not like, it's not, the event isn't difficult enough that you can't just use anything. I don't know.
True.
Eventually we will get Cam in our guild. Eventually. It will take much harassment of our players to get them to get teams hard enough. Although there is always the chance that the Bad Batch will completely change that, and that they will make it much easier.
I mean, the main person that seems interested in getting the Bad Batch really high level is Archangel, who's pretty much one of the few people that can already get cam. So
he loves clones. I'm sure he's also like rolling on the floor, just screaming Galactic Legend Kenobi as well.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Although you probably will need to get Cody, Commander Cody for Kenobi as well.
What's really surprised me is that Commander Cody, as in like the guildmate / YouTuber, hasn't got Relic Cody yet.
It's disappointing, isn't it?
I don't know why, but that disappointed me.
But yeah, I could definitely see you needing the character Cody to get Kenobi as well.
It would make sense.
Or maybe you would need Cody to get Fallen Anakin because he does obviously like try and shoot him in the back.
No, that was Kenobi.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He'd be against him.
No, Cody will have to be in Kenobi's.
Yeah, he should be. What do you guys think the actual event's going to be though for Kenobi? Do you think they would do like because it's a bit difficult, isn't it? Because when you look at like he's based on the Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith. But what are we going to have? I was like, oh, quick! To unlock Fallen Anakin, kill the children as fast as possible.
Well, Kenobi, you've got the whole thing with General Grievous, and then you've got the whole battle with Anakin.
Yeah, I suppose they could. Suppose they could do those.
Yeah. Kenobi does quite a lot. Anakin
just kills kids.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That would be pretty amazing.
Anakin's entire event is just going to be massacre waves.
The boss will be that little boy.
One battle droids one.
The boss will be that little boy who's like, "What are we going to do, Master Skywalker?"
Oh, that kid! What a dude!
Yeah.
all of his waves will just be waves and waves of minions.
They'd basically just be reskinned Ewoks.
Get a boss battle until Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Or Mace Windu, where he chops off his hand, but that was kind of in Sith Eternal. So.
Yeah, that's the other thing, isn't it? That you think that part of those things have been done in other events. I mean, you'll probably need like Relic 7 or 8 Vader for Anakin.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's not too many Relic 8 requirements because it just feels like kicking the balls. Like you're basically pushing these characters further and further away from accessibility. And it's like, I understand that you need your whales to spend resources on stuff, but they're going to do it anyway. You don't have to penalise the rest of us.
I mean, there's also the fact that they're making us Relic 8 characters. It's going to be Darth Vader and Kenobi that are the two that you have to do.
Yeah, they're both good characters, though. Or it might be Jedi Knight Anakin.
Two of the most Relic 8-ed.
Yeah, it could be Jedi Knight Anakin, though. They could...
Which even then wouldn't be bad because of his ship.
Well, he's really good as well. Just in general.
He's not the greatest Relic 8.
I don't know, I imagine his damage goes up quite a lot. I will pull him up and we will see.
When it comes to choosing Relic 8, just raw damage isn't enough. You need versatility.
I don't know, because I kind of feel that like raw damage is enough when you're someone like a Galactic Legend. Because you're like, I don't care, it's even more damage.
Well, Galactic Legends, especially Supreme Leader Kylo, stack off of mastery, so base mastery.
He gains,
and of course there are uniques that give them extra health and protection per relic level.
Yeah, he gains like just over 600 physical damage, and he gains another like 30 armor penetration. So it's not as high as a bunch of other characters. Definitely, it's not awful.
And some more crit damage.
No, his crit damage is still 150%. He gains more crit chance.
Oh, is he not one of the dudes that get crit damage off of their relics?
No, he gets.
I thought every attacker got that.
No, he gets crit chance, accuracy, and.
Oh, he's one of the accuracy dudes.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Accuracy's. You know what? Accuracy isn't awful, but it's not like the best thing in the world.
It is when you're fighting Supreme Leader Kylo Ren.
Close. So yeah, he's not as good as some of the others. I'm going to put Kenobi now. I'm interested in how much Kenobi gets because obviously everybody's doing it for the ship. And it'll just be interesting to see what Kenobi gets. So Kenobi gets like another 3% health steal. He gets 200 damage. Wow, what a hero! He gets like 2% more armor. Wow, his Relicate's crap. Yeah, he gains like, I don't know, 5,000 health and protection and 2% armor basically. Galactic Legend is looking, the Relicate is looking a bit better now still. Yeah, the ship's quite a big deal. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Or have we covered about everything?
Unicornlord abandoning us.
I was kind of covered at the start.
Yeah, and he's coming back.
Okay, and he can stop crying in his sleep.
You're flat out delusional, bro.
Thank you.
All right, we'll stop there then. So thank you for listening to us, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.